Hello everyone, today we're going to be looking at how to find the area and perimeter of squares and rectangles. So let's start with a square. Let's think about squares. What properties do we know about squares? So this is a square I've drawn here. What properties do we know about that? Well, in a square, or with a square, all the sides are the same, which is sometimes drawn like this. We put lines there to show that all the sides are the same. So can we use that logic to help us find the area and perimeter of this? Well, we know the area of squares of rectangles is base times height. Or at least we're going to look at that later. But we know the base and height are the same. So if the base is 4, then the height is also 4. So that can be written as, so area is base times height, so area equals 4 times by 4. We can also write this as hopefully you can guess because it is a square, 4 squared, because 4 is multiplied by itself. So a general rule of thumb would be that the area of a square is the base squared. So the base is 4 squared, all the height squared. Okay, because they're the same. So 4 squared equals 16. So that would be your answer. What are we missing? What are we missing here? We're missing units. I'm going to give you a shot now. If the units of the sides, the edges of the square, is 4 centimetres, what would the units of the area be? Little hint here. Well, hopefully, I expect you got that right. It's centimetres squared. Good job. Okay, perimeter now. Perimeter. So the perimeter is the sum of all the sides. So all the sides added together. We know that on a square there are 4 equal sides. So one way of writing this first could be just adding them all up. So 4 centimetres plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, because that would be 4 centimetres and that would be 4 centimetres. But a more useful, perhaps a better way of writing this would be, because we know there are 4 equal sides, we do 4 lots of, or 4 multiplied by 4. And that equals, again, this isn't always the case when the area and perimeter is the same, 16, and the units are for centimetres. It's not squared, it is just centimetres. It's not centimetres squared, it's just centimetres for perimeter. Okay. Next go. We've got 7 centimetres. So again, I'm going to just show it. All the sides are the same. Even though this one's probably not drawn completely accurately. Sorry about that. So, we know that the area from our last example equals the base squared. So the base is 7. So that's 7 squared. Or 7 times 7. So what is 7 squared? Well, hopefully we know that is 49. I think I can hear it from afar. 49 centimetres. What am I missing? Centimetres squared. Good job. Perimeter now. So perimeter. Well, we know that on a square there are 4 equal sides. So 4 lots of 7. So 4 multiplied by 7. 4 multiplied by 7 is 28. And the units here are centimetres. Not centimetres squared, perimeter. It's centimetres, because we're just doing the sides, lengths added together. And that's in centimetres. It's only area, because it's the squared area that we have centimetres squared. Okay, next we have rectangles. So these are a bit different. So what's different about rectangles to squares? The difference is that opposite sides are equal. So this side and this side are equal, this length, and this side are equal. Okay, so let's start out with area. Well, we talked about earlier that it is base times height. So I'm just going to write that out, base multiplied by height. Quickly draw this out, try and label, pause the video, label what is the base and what is the height. Give you a hint there. Okay, so the base is the bottom, that is 8. 8. And the height is 3. Going up. 3. So area equals base times height, so that's 8 times 3. What's 8 times 3? That's 24. What are our units? Is it centimetres squared like it was before? No, because the units for the side lengths or the edges are metres. So it would be metres squared rather than centimetres squared. Now let's think about the perimeter. Okay, so remember last time what we first did was we just worked out all the side lengths or the edge lengths and added them up together. So we know opposite sides are equal, so we know this is also 3 metres. We also know that because this is opposite 8, this is 8 metres. So let's just add them all up. So we've got 8 plus 3 plus 8 plus 3. So it's the sum of all the sides. That's what the perimeter is. It's always the sum of all the sides. Okay. So, is there a better way of writing this? Well, what I like to do is I like to do 2 lots of 8 plus 2 lots of 3. So 2 lots of 8 plus 2 lots of 3. Or another way of writing that is 2 lots of brackets 8 plus 3. Up to you which way you want to do it. There's 3 different ways. Just choose one, whichever one works best for you. Okay. So I'm going to use this first one. If we use one of them, so 2 times 8 is 16, plus 2 times 3 is 9. 16 plus 9 is 25. Okay, and what are our units? That would be metres, not centimetres. I made a mistake there. It's metres. So it's quite easy to make mistakes. So let's try and be careful. Make sure you check your units at the end. Don't make a mistake like I did. Okay, next question. So we've got 10 and 4. 10 is our base, 4 is our height. So area equals base times height. Sorry, this time we've got base times height. Base is 10, height is 4. So area equals base times height, so that's 10 times 4, which is 40. And our units are, because it's metres, the side lengths are metres squared. Okay, great. Well, that's not very clear. Let's do it again. 40 metres squared. Now, perimeter. So I'm going to write this as 2 lots of 10 plus 2 lots of 4. You could even just write that as 10 plus 4, 10 plus 10 plus 4, but I'm going to do it as 2 lots of 10, 2 times 10, plus 2 times 4. 2 times 10 is 20, and plus 2 times 4 is 8. So that would be 28 metres. Okay. Do your best at this. I'm sure you'll ace it. Just try your best. And if you have any questions, just ask your teacher. Good luck.